Good afternoon. We're here in London's heart of the West End with the star of King of Kommunication, Stew Castledine. Hello, Stu.
How are you doing, Katie?
I'm really good, thank you. So tell us all about this new film. It's rocking Bollywood at the moment.
I know, so I hear. I can't believe it. I mean, that wasn't necessarily the intention when we started out, but yeah, evidently India loves King of Kommunication, so who am I to argue?
Excellent. So are you and the team going over in January to the film festival?
Well, I think the director Perry Stevens going over there, and yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and get out there as well, and give it our support and see where we can take it.
Excellent. Now you've got a very interesting background because you originally didn't start out as an actor, did you?
No, that's right. I was. For my sins, I was a Premiership football player for about 9 years.
Okay.
I guess we're all actors anyway, you get kicks and roll around on the floor. So, but yeah, I played for Wimbledon for about 9 years in the Premier League, but I always did bits and pieces of TV presenting and bits of acting whilst I was playing. So it kind of, it was quite nice and easy for me to lead into this after I finished playing.
So that crossover came quite naturally to you, did it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Okay. And did you find it hard that every time you would go to castings, you'd be cast for maybe, like Vinnie Jones, this hard man macho role?
I mean, I guess you kind of have to be judicious in your use of your contacts and of a previous life. I mean, for instance, I had a part in the Pink Panther film with Steve Martin and Beyonce, and I actually played the part of a footballer. So in that case, it was obviously of a benefit that I wasn't an ex-player, but but for other things, you kind of keep it quiet because, like you say, you don't want to be pigeonholed and you don't want to be cast as a certain type. So there wasn't really the need for my character Vince, who was an Elvis fan, to have any footballing background. So I kept that one quiet for that audition.
Okay, so while we're on the subject of Vince, now he was an Elvis fan, and the storyline was he was communicating with his girlfriend Peggy.
That's right,
through webcam. Now tell us a little bit about how you filmed this, because I believe you actually never met the actress who played Peggy.
I know, it was bizarre. The first time I ever met Chantal Brown, who played the part of Peggy, was actually on the opening night of the film. So we had the big premiere in London, and I'd never even met her before. So that was really bizarre. But yeah, no, it was a bit strange. Like you say, because we were interacting, but I didn't actually get to meet her on set. But that was just the way the film was set up.
So that really did put your skills as an actor to test, didn't it? What you were given this task thrown at you, and you had to do it. Yeah. And did you find it? You found it was quite easy or a challenge?
I didn't find it too bad. To be honest, it was probably slightly more difficult for Chantal because she actually filmed her part first. So at least I'd seen her, and I'd seen the work that she'd done. So I was kind of able to bounce off of that slightly. Which made it slightly easier for myself. But yeah, it was reasonably difficult. But
you took it on.
Well, I tried.
Now, for those of you who haven't seen the film, actually what happens is you suffer an electric shock. Is that right?
That's right.
And at a press of the button, you're now multilingual.
Yeah.
So I really, when I was watching it, I really wanted to know: did you have to do lots of research, learn lots of languages, or was it good dubbing?
No, I actually genuinely had to learn the languages. So it was, and that was fascinating. So yeah, I can reel off any number of Elvis styley speak in Spanish and French and Portuguese.
Well, that's going to be very useful, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You never know where you're going to need a bit of Elvis.
Oh, excellent. So what does 2007 hold for Stew Castledine?
Well, gosh, I hope a lot more work. I mean, I've been doing quite a bit of work for the BBC presenting wise. I've been involved in a lot of property shows. So I'm hoping to continue some of those, and obviously with the sports background as well, I've been involved in some sporting programmes. And then acting wise, I've got a sort of a couple of small parts in films, a few commercials, and just looking really at getting more work and going onwards and upwards really.
Excellent. So you've got quite a wide spectrum. I mean, is property your niche as well? Or?
Yeah. Well, I along with my wife, I buy and sell quite a lot of properties. So that's kind of a thing we've got on the side. A bit of property developing.
Excellent.
I mean, so it helps to pay the bills. So I do that, but so really, I think to really sort of juggle a few balls and keep the property stuff going along with the acting and the presenting would be great. Yeah.
Brilliant. So we should look out for you in the spring on BBC One, is that right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a part in Hotel Babylon.
Okay.
So once again, that was a football connection. There's a football team visit Hotel Babylon, so I managed to get a part in that. So that'll be coming out on the BBC soon.
Well, we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. And also, guys, the King of Kommunication, which is at the Bollywood Film Festival in January, and that's directed by Perry Stevens, starring Chantal Brown and the lovely Stew Castledine as well. Thank you very much, Stu.
No problem, Katie.